And at some point, I thought I would become an artist, but eventually I'm here. His crazy ideas. And I'm Neha Dinesh. I'm currently a postdoctoral fellow at St. Mike's Hospital, which is affiliated with the University of Toronto here in Canada. I would say I like anything art and craftsy. I used to paint a lot when I was a kid, and at some point I thought I would become an artist, but eventually I'm here as a scientist. But I tried to use my artistic skills in some of my experiments. I do a lot of imaging, so in there. But yeah, I would say in painting, anything art related would be my hobby. It's easy. It has to be, at least at this point of time in my career, it has to be fibronectin. I worked for 6 years on that protein, and it's one of the easiest things to image and analyze, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, fibronectin, I would say. As I said, I do a lot of imaging, so of different kind of microscopy. One of the most fascinating one would be transmission electron microscopy. I remember sitting there in the room and just looking at all the cell organelles because you see all these pictures in textbooks, but to see it in real was crazy. I would say, yeah, that. I mean, right now, since I'm in Boris Hind's lab, if you know, he does a lot of mechanotransduction work. So one of the new things I learned recently is to use silicon and make a different stiffness substrates and put cells on top of them and see how they behave. So that's the most common technique I'm using on a day-to-day basis these days. I guess the first person who comes to my mind is Dr. Reinhardt. So he's a professor at McGill. Uh, and he has been a long-standing matrix biology researcher. I did PhD with him, so I learned so much from him over the years, both professional and personal levels, I would say. And I think he trained me to be a better scientist. So he has to be the first one. And ever since I started working with Boris, I'm amazed by how he thinks and his crazy ideas. And I'm learning so much from him. So he would be my second mentor, I would say. And the third person that comes to my mind is, I would say, Lynn Sakai. So she was the supervisor of my PhD supervisor. So we have this hierarchy, and she's wonderful. It's really fascinating to see how warm and generous she is, especially to young trainees, and that's something I aspire to be. So many. I mean, from my last ASMB meeting, I met so many cool people. Tom Barker seems really, he seems fun, and I think he's a great person in terms of scientist and someone to lead the society. The person who got the award, Young Investigator Award, Brian, his work is really good, and he's such a nice person. I think we have a lot to learn from his work. And there are a couple others. Sophie Astroff, she works with fibronectin. She's been a long-standing researcher. Jean Bauer, she also works with fibronectin, so she's also somebody I really aspire and learn and want to learn from. Yeah, there are many, so I would say all of these people. I would say try not to pressurize yourself because we tend to do that a lot. We have all these deadlines, whether it's PhD degree or an exam, committee meeting, so many, and we kind of lose the fun of it in the process. I would say try not to pressurize yourself and enjoy the science that we do. So I started attending ASMB in 2023. So I've done 2 meetings so far. And from there, I would say in the first meeting I attended, I was a part of this ASMB IOTSO Trainee Award competition. And Renato IOTSO was there. And he told my supervisor at that point that he really loves my talk. And if it was up to him, he would just give me the award. So that was really memorable to hear the person whose award is named after say that he loves my talk. I won at that point. I was I was a speaker as the ASMB Founders Awardee. So that's what brought me to this particular meeting. But other than that, it's a meeting that I really enjoyed, especially the community there. They're so welcoming and you get to learn so much from the eminent scientists in the field. So that's a meeting that I would hope to attend in future as well. But it's the people and the science that brings me there. Dogs. I love dogs. I would really love to have one dog. I don't have currently, but I feel the love and the compassion that they show towards, their owners. It's unremarkable. Collagen all the way. It's my current protein of interest in my project. I look at collagen every single day, so it's my favorite one for now.